Howdy YouTube. It's been a while. Anyways, as much as I hate to, and as much as I think this topic's been hashed out, beyond reason, I'm gonna jump in on the gun control stuff. Even though I don't really keep up with the news, I do, it has come to my attention about the executive orders and stuff like that. And I read what Obama's executive orders are, and honestly, I'm fine with them. I mean, the thing that I'm not fine with is it is still a small encroachment on to our rights to own guns. That shouldn't be happening. They're just chipping away at it, a little bitty piece of the block, tiny little chunk at a time. But a lot of he's gonna hire 230 more people to do background checks. Fucking awesome. Speed it up. It has been grossly overloaded for a very long time because, as we all know, Obama's the greatest gun salesman to ever walk the earth. And because of his outstanding success in marketing, self-defense platforms, there's not enough people to do background checks. It is overloaded. It takes 4 or 5 hours sometimes for me to go buy a gun. But closing the gun show loophole, while it's not a terrible idea, the thing that's bad about what these guys are doing is the principle. I'm probably saying a bunch of stuff you already know, but, just so I can look back someday and remember what I had to say about it in 20 years whenever we're a giant, population of 330 million, Chicago citizens, and we don't have any guns. Hopefully YouTube will still be up and I can say, man, look, I knew it. But don't want to fall into the loophole of saying, I could have told you this was coming because if you abide by my research. And I'm not trying to do that. I just want to put my 2 cents out there, and if anybody disagrees, in all sincerity, I want to hear your argument. And not saying that sarcastically, I really do. I read anti-gun articles, I watch anti-gun videos because I want to make sure that I know which side of the fence I'm on, and I know what side of the fence they're on, and the reasons why for both. And I'm on the side of the fence I am because I've thoroughly analyzed both sides, and I feel like pro-gun is better. Anyways, the principle of them restricting our ability to gain guns has no foundation. It is traumatized, glorified violence that happens on an extremely minuscule scale, and they're inflating it to be this huge problem, which it is a problem. It is. It tears me up when I see mass shootings. Well, it used to. Now it doesn't even really tear me up. Now here we go again. Another, half-wit with delusions of being God or having a duty to change the world as they see fit goes out and shoots a bunch of people because they feel like it's accomplishing something. Back onto my original point, way more people are beat to death with bare fists than are killed with all guns combined. They're not trying. The gun debate is the biggest thing in the media right now. It used to be abortion, and then it was God, and now it's guns. It shouldn't be. It should not be. You would save 10 times more lives, maybe 100, maybe possibly 1,000 times more lives were you to give government grants to vehicle manufacturers to make their vehicles safer. once more. Everyone said it. Hammers, kitchen knives, curbs that people use to break other people's teeth out kill astronomically more people than guns do. It's not even fucking close. They are not trying to take our guns away because it's going to make the country less violent. They are not trying to limit and restrict our ability to purchase them easily because it's going to save a bunch of lives. It's not. It will not save a bunch of lives. Even if they took all the guns away and there was no more mass shootings ever in the country, what, we might save 100 people a year? Maybe. Even expand that to beyond mass shootings. Expand that to every single person in this country that is killed with a gun on a yearly basis. I don't have the facts right here in front of me, but going off vague memory, I believe it is less than 2,000 people. So, massive campaigns, millions of dollars in campaign, I don't know what you call it, advertising, support, giant explosive media response, and say they're completely successful. Say they pile all the fucking guns in the country up in a desert in Nevada and burn them all in a fire so hot to make a giant glob of once gun molten ore. The country will not be safer. If anything, it will be less safe. As, once again, Chicago, New York have demonstrated to us. I just want everybody to think about that. I want to think about eliminating every single mass shooting for the past 10 years. It's not like... It would be one thing if it was just people dying in droves, if everybody was going out every day, there was a mass shooting and 100 people died. I'll give my guns up. I will. Because I feel like the country is going to be overrun by psychopaths. I'm not giving my guns up. Even if 1 million people a year died in mass shootings, isn't that more incentive to be able to defend yourself? Isn't that more incentive for every single person that is competent and capable and proficient with their firearm to carry one? Because as soon as, there would be patterns to develop. You would say that guy looks kind of mass shootery. I think we need to keep an eye on him. There's no winning. There is taking our guns away will do absolutely nothing but give the government power. It will allow them the option of tyranny. I'm not saying they're going to do it, but it gives them the option. Right now, they don't have the option, so they're trying to slowly gain it. Hillary and Obama are not concerned about lives. They're not, because if they were, they would ban cigarettes. Think about it. If you're watching this video, you've seen the numbers of this many deaths by cigarettes, this many deaths by heart disease. If you want to save a high volume of American lives, that's something you do. I could go on forever. I'm going to choose not to rewatch this, and hopefully I feel like I've gotten my point across. But the other thing is, don't panic. Don't go out and go buy a gun whenever the prices are jacked up because everybody thinks it's going to be hard to find them. Don't go out and keep hoarding 22, which I cannot believe has not died down yet. Just get your head about you. Know what they're doing. maybe if we as a nation start an uproar about some things that kill thousands of people a day, we can redirect the attention from something that should not even be discussed over to some way that we can actually help the nation. All that money that you're spending on trying to ban guns to save how many people? 100 people a month throughout the entire country? You know, gun deaths, gun violence. Put that into something else. Put that into cancer research. Just a mild suggestion. I don't know. Put that into education. I hate to hash out the same old topics. I hate to, because everybody has a few key points they want to hide behind, but maybe there's a reason they're so consistent. And create a happier populace. I'm glad Obama's bill increases budget for mental health. Good move. I'm glad Obama's bill, executive order, increases the number of people doing background checks. I'm glad Obama's executive order increases the emphasis on verifying your mental health. Those are good things. They really are. But even if he's totally successful, we're not going to have crazy results. It's going to, if all the guns in the country go away, there's going to be a bunch of liberal people saying, I told you so, I knew this was a good idea, for about 2 days. And then ever we get bulldozed over by violent criminals or people who didn't turn their guns in or anything like that, all the gun owners are going to go, I told you so. It just shouldn't be focused on. Put emphasis on truly effective means of making the country better, because the results of gun ban either way are pretty much nil. It's kind of disorganized, but it was my first video in a while and I didn't have anything written down, just had it fresh in my mind. So thank you to the 6 people that I think are probably going to watch this.